Whatever, yo. Back at it again. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about like mental health and stress and things like that that everybody deals with on a daily basis. Just because this is like one of my other things that I am passionate about is like, you know, mental health, couples therapy. I have so many facets of my life, just like everybody else, that, you know, Jeeping is only just a part of it. And Jeeping is just, it's a way to relax and to escape and to get out in nature and, you know, see nature. Like, we spend so much time stuck indoors and not seeing the world for what it is and experiencing life like we should. And I feel like Jeeping is just, it is that extension of that. It's exploration. It's adventure. It's you know, it's so many things to so many people, which is why I think camping, off-road, outdoors, you know, all of that ties into our desire to travel and explore and see new things, and to find ourselves along the way, for sure. I know this is kind of seems a little odd to talk about, but it is something that, you know, I am passionate about, just because, you know, there's so many people out there with, you know, issues and, you know, heart problems, or, you know, whatever it might be, blood pressure and things like that, and I really feel that this is a way to you know, release some of that stress and that pressure and, you know, and that feeling trapped. You know, just get outdoors and get outside. I mean, we grew up as kids, as Gen X kids, we grew up exploring and being outside and playing with our friends and all of those beautiful, wonderful things that today is kind of disappearing, I think. And I don't, like I said, I don't want this to get preachy or anything like that. It's just something that I think about on my road to recovery and getting better and, you know, healthy and, you know, mentally, physically. It all ties in together. Because, you know, one of my problems is I've lost a lot of loved ones at a young age, and I don't want to be another one of those statistics. I definitely choose a work-life balance, because work is a means to provide an income to, you know, to take care of our families, to buy the things that we want to buy and things like that. But we also have to think about, you know, what are we sacrificing for that money? So slowing down and taking time to ourselves, maybe being a little, some might call it selfish. I call it, you know, the same thing as like when you're on a plane and they tell you to put your mask on first so you can help others. Even in a dangerous situation, you have to make sure that you're in a safe location before you can help others. So being being present and being healthy mentally, physically does help your family as well, and help your kids and all of that. So taking that moment to just breathe and find your inner peace, I would highly recommend to everyone. Nothing is ever too important to just take a moment. I even think of that with, you guys know, my dog Gizzy. A lot of them are only with us, say, 10, 15 years. The rare ones get to have a little more time than that. But ultimately, they're with us for a short time. And I tell myself all the time, take a minute and just throw the ball with your dog. Pet your dog. Give them some attention, some love. Because they're not with us very long. I've lost a many of dogs, and every one of them breaks my heart. Every time I lose them, they die of old age, or something happens, or whatever the case may be for everyone. But they're like our kids. I tell everybody that. They're like, oh, I don't know if I want kids, but I want a dog or pet. And I'm like, you do know that's like having a kid. You know that, right? there are babies, and they start out as puppies, and we got to feed them, take care of them, take them out for walks and exercise. We got to educate them. Like, I don't know, for me, an animal is the same thing as a baby. And I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I got 4 kids, so I think I kind of know a little bit about kids. Not a whole lot, but I know a little bit. But yeah, so I don't know, guys. I just wanted to come on here and just talk to you guys for a minute, because people mean a lot to me, and I care. I worry about everybody. I worry about myself. Some might say that I have a bad habit of distraction. I distract myself from what I should be doing, and I need to be focused on myself. But I get what they're saying, but I also want others to go on this same path with me and get healthy and get better mentally, physically, because I feel like the world is hurting right now, and we're all trying to still heal from the 2020 thing, and that they don't like us to talk about, the virus or whatever you want to call it. But I think it hurt a lot of people, and I just want us all to be okay and better. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. What is your thoughts? What do you think about when you're driving on your Jeep on a bumpy road? Talk to you later.